Hey guys, Jack Austin here. I play Mike Archer in a new 7-Lamb audio drama series called Tower 4. Mike is a newly hired fire watcher in the Wyoming woods. What he thinks is going to be an easy 5 months of surveying the woods and working on his book quickly turns creepy as he starts picking up eerie whispers and classical music over his radio. More strange occurrences take place with each passing day. If you want to listen to this new mystery thriller, visit www.7lamb.com or search for Tower 4 wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fascinating... Hey, woman, watch it, okay?
Whoa.
Okay?
You'll get your turn.
It's not your day.
The man is speaking.
Wow, Robert, that sounds really terrible.
Well, it sounds terrible now, and it will later, too, but let us explain why I'm saying it, is what I'm trying to get at, because my name is Robert. That's not because, but I'm Robert. That was Amber, who was talking so rudely and interrupting me like a woman. Oh, this is going to be really bad.
This is so bad. This is a bad start.
Yeah. But then joining us, luckily, a man, Nick Otzback.
I've never been called a man before. This is my first time
for everything. Usually it's little boy or what?
Well,
Young man,
Young man.
sir.
young man.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they say that when you're about to sing Macho Man or YMCA? Young man, are you listening to me? Anyways, Nick Otzback, welcome.
Hey, y'all.
Now, you wanted to come back to this because you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you said that you were like strictly misogynistic, you don't like women, and that you really were just tired of not celebrating days that were more focused towards men. Is that accurate?
This is, bar none, the best day
Right.
ever created.
Yeah.
And there is a Woman's Day out there, but it's only 70% as good. So,
Yeah.
This day was only created because there was a Women's Day, and some man was like,
Can't have that.
listen, how is there a Women's Day and not a Men's Day?
Yeah.
Happy International Men's
Listen,
Day.
Equal rights,
You
equal
too.
fights.
Yeah, just be happy with Mother's Day. Sorry.
There's a Father's Day,
You
too.
want a day, have a child.
yeah.
This
By
is
the way,
all
we're
ironic.
all joking.
Yes.
We're kidding.
Oh,
It's
We're
fine.
all
man.
kidding. We like women.
This is a parody of how nonsensical the man's day is, right?
Yeah.
I
Is that
mean,
accurate?
it
I don't wanna
depends.
speak
It
for the
depends
podcast,
because
I'm
it
just
might
a
be.
guest,
It might be like a genuine like.
It is
thing.
like it is a genuine thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real. It is
No,
a
no,
genuine-
I feel bad.
It's okay. We
Not
can
really,
make jokes about things that are genuine. It's fine.
Yeah, I usually do.
So yeah, it is a real
Yep.
thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a real.
Today we're
depressing thing.
celebrating the worldwide positive value men bring to the world in their families and communities. We highlight positive role models and raise awareness of men's well-being. And this year's theme is better health for men and boys.
Men and boys. Okay, you are included.
Fuck
Nick.
boys.
Yeah.
Well, don't fuck boys.
Wait, fuck
but
boys.
fuck
Not
boys.
literally.
Fuck boys. Wait, no, we don't appreciate fuck boys. I want a real man.
I want a fuck man.
Yeah, I want a fuck man. Which was the original title for Pac-Man. Fuckman. Fuckman.
I always preferred Mrs. Pac-Man.
It was whenever I died, I went, fuck, man. Damn it.
Damn it.
All right. So
Men's
we're
health.
just appreciating men
Yeah.
and all that they bring to the world.
Yeah, and focusing on men's health this year.
I've always said that there's not enough in our society at least that celebrates, honestly, and I'll even go as far as to say white men. I think there needs to be more focus on white men nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yes. Absolutely.
I just want to see how far I can push this before we get canceled and blocked on YouTube again. Age restriction, please.
Fucking YouTube.
Oh, they're age restricting every episode now. It's like they finally found my channel and they're like, oh, all of this is no good.
Cake's not good for little kids.
Well, that Mickey Mouse episode is definitely not good for little kids. So hopefully they do. I'll age restrict that myself. Anyways, so
Men, on a serious note,
on a serious note,
Forbes wrote an article about Men's Day and like whether it should be celebrated and all that. And it's actually a really good read. I read through it while we were out there and I was doing research.
You can read?
I can read. Yeah, I just learned
got
yesterday.
her. Put the woman in her place. Sorry.
God, I hate you. Anyway.
So do we.
Anyway, this article is talking about like one thing they were talking about that really like caught my attention was that men are still trapped by a big stereotype
yeah,
where you're supposed to be like, you're supposed to have toxic masculinity. You're supposed to be like the buff guy who has kids, cuts down trees, and all that kind of shit. But
there still
is it's fucked up.
Well, that's the thing is they always talk about like those kind of stereotypes for like all races and genders
Right.
and everything like that. And
There's
men
always
do have
stereotypes.
that stuff too.
Yeah.
Being macho and being like protecting and like not crying is like a big one. Like men aren't supposed to cry and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right, you're called a
But
sissy or gay.
Have you seen
if
Homeward
you-
Bound?
Yeah, if you do
shit's
that.
sad.
That's just so sad.
But they make it.
So real quick, we are recording, right? Because that red bar.
Yeah.
is not moving.
It's
Okay.
it's really zoomed out.
Sorry, I'm
No,
an
you're
idiot.
good.
So I just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
Just-
All these
no,
jokes
I
won't ruin the
appreciate it.
waste.
Oh my god, no. We just have to recreate the whole
Right,
thing
yeah.
again. No, but I agree with that.
Yeah.
I get it.
So it's far harder for men to be vulnerable because that's acting outside their prescribed gender role. So it's good to have a day that celebrates male diversity and that reminds us that all men don't have to be imprisoned by stereotypes in the way that women don't either.
And honestly,
nice.
I'm not like, I know it's a shock to you guys, but I'm not a very masculine man.
What?
I know.
Whoa,
I know
no
what
way.
you're thinking, Robert,
You,
but you're
the
wearing
Rob?
you're wearing flannel right now, and you have a beard, and you have an axe hanging over your shoulder. Yeah, I do. This is my Halloween
I feel like
costume.
you wish
Brave.
you had all that
No.
stuff.
You're so brave.
I have
for
a beard.
saying that.
I have a beard. No, but I was gonna say I think because of that, a lot of people think I'm gay.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
like
they do.
when I first started hanging out with you, I
Yeah.
feel like all of our friends were like, he's going to be gay someday. But
Yeah.
that was like most of our friends because you
Yeah.
all acted gay.
That's true. Like after a while, I mean, there's only so many times you can like just ride your friends like around the house before it turns
Or
into
dance
something
around
great.
with
And now we're back to fuck boys again.
Dance around in your underwear
Or
to
just a
joy to the
sock
world.
on your dick.
Hey,
Listen,
penises are funny sometimes.
Sometimes you got to do it. You know what I mean?
no, but when I went in high school, everybody thought I was gay.
Really?
First too. Yeah, always.
I've been hit on by gay guys like
Doesn't
at
that feel
least
good?
2 or 3 times.
That actually feels
I'm
feels
like,
really good.
I feel like
because
it's
I feel
not a hard task anymore.
Well, maybe not anymore. Maybe it's more
It
like
used to be.
socially
You have a-
acceptable.
yeah.
But like, I
It
don't
used
know.
to be.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel like now that it's more okay to be gay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
It was just weird because I got hit on by like this big.
You're both
this-
you're both pretty men, so I can see it.
Okay.
Hey.
Thanks.
Even with our
Appreciate it.
fucking beards.
Yeah, that's
This
why I grew out the beard. I was
monstrosity
like,
on
I
my
have
face.
to.
Yeah, men love beards though. Some of them.
That's true. That's the new in.
Bears.
That's true. It's men's makeup.
Yep.
Beard. It makes us like.
Oh, okay.
you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
It
Like,
frames your
that's-
face.
Do you guys like you use beard stuff?
I
Like do you
only did
like
one
use
time.
beard cream and
Yeah.
beard oil or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This at
I
this
don't.
length, absolutely.
nice.
Yep. I
I
gotta
didn't.
use this. I gotta use the shampoo and the oil.
I mean,
and
I
the
shampoo it
comb
for
and
sure.
the brush, like the horsehair brush, and all that.
Yeah. I hate like
It's a mess.
now with the mask. Like I wear the mask and then it like makes an indent. Like I
Yep.
can feel like my hair's longer here just
Yep.
because everything was matted down for 8
Yeah,
hours
I feel
today.
bad for men with beards because I see guys and it's just like it looks
I mean,
so
it just-
goofy.
it all
with
it
just
it.
looks
yeah.
shoots
terrible.
out.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially you. You got a big
It's,
one.
yeah. I mean, it's
All
it's
over
so
the
bad.
place. Yeah.
Okay, men facts. 87% of rough sleepers, or
What?
80% of men are rough sleepers.
What does that mean?
I don't
Like
know.
we just thrash
Like
about,
violent,
or
or-
yeah, we thrash
just don't
about,
sleep,
or
just don't sleep well.
like a
Yeah, I
fucking
was
shark out of
totally-
water.
I was totally sleeping, babe. Sorry.
73% of people that go missing are male.
What?
76%.
You're just fishing.
76% of suicides are by men.
That I have.
Yeah,
heard.
that I would. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real one.
Oh.
Yikes.
Turn out 77 later.
8
I wonder
point.
why that is.
Why?
Yeah, I wonder.
The crushing weight of the success of the world on our
Yeah,
shoulders.
yeah. I mean,
That's what it
I
is.
mean,
It's when you're awesome for this long, it's hard to keep up. You know what I mean?
the stereotypes of
It probably is. I
Men.
mean, I think that is part of it. I think also a lot of it is. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say anything like out of turn because I
you
feel like
literally
hard.
started
Okay,
this episode
because I was
yeah.
joking,
Super
man, but now I'm
offensive.
serious, and I don't want to be serious and not joking because then people will be really mad.
For real, it is. It's hard to talk about this kind of subject. But like on
It is,
one
yeah.
hand, you have the stereotype women shouldn't be in the workforce, but that means on the other hand, men have to be the breadwinners.
Right.
And that,
Well,
that
there
comes with
is
its
that
own stress.
idea that like guys have it in them, even though nowadays it's more people, like everybody has a job now, so it's like the woman and the guy are working to like keep the house because things are more expensive and stuff. But like the guy still a lot of times feels like he has to make more or be the primary breadwinner and stuff like that. And like
I think as time goes by, we're getting better about that kind of shit, though. Like,
but
I think it's
that's with
more
everything.
socially acceptable to be the stay-at-home dad nowadays than it was.
Listen, if
20
I
years
would, I would totally be a stay-at-home dad.
Stay-at-home dog dad is my absolute
Dog dad.
dream.
Dog dad.
Me and 6 dogs while my wife goes to work.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
Oh, I will have dinner on the table. I will have dishes done every
You're like,
I
you
swear
got
to
like your
God.
apron on.
I
It's
cannot
like-
wait. Nothing but the apron.
Yeah.
That's it.
Man, some lady would love that.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna
Your
love
wife
that. I
would
cannot
love
she's,
that.
wait.
she's got to deal with it at least. Like it's
Yeah.
happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
8.7% of men are alcohol dependent. Don't know why we need to know that.
Wait, how much?
26%, 8.7%.
Okay.
That's not that high.
That's my
That's not
favorite
that high.
alcohol content in my
Yeah,
beer.
that's what I look for in my beer.
8.7.
Yeah, 8.7 or higher.
26% of men suffer from high cholesterol.
Yeah.
That makes sense. They,
I
we eat
Thought
a
it'd
lot
be
of
higher,
meat.
actually.
Yeah.
Age of 76 is the life expectancy of a man born in the United States.
Ugh, yeah.
76. I
I
feel
know.
like that's young.
Half my life's already over.
22% of men have experienced mental health problems in the last year.
There is something with
Yeah.
that. There's something with that because men commit more like serial murders.
Yeah.
More
Men
violent crimes across the
more,
board.
Rape.
more rape, suicide, like just all this dark shit. Like, what is that? Is it like the testosterone?
Men are
like
evil.
just like maybe they just want to take over shit.
Yeah.
It's like when Bill Burr said
Well,
he wore
again,
a suit. He
it
said
could
he,
be,
for some reason he
again-
just felt it coming up. His caveman instincts. He just want to start taking over shit.
I feel like, again, it could be like more stereotype things because their parents probably treated them like they needed to be this type of way. And if they weren't that type of way, then they were either neglected or abused, or their mothers treated them wrong. So then they went and murdered women who reminded them of their mothers.
A lot of
and
it is
stuff like
tied
that.
to like
yeah.
obviously parents, but mothers too. But I think a lot of it also is the older generation still is kind of like that toxic masculinity. Like, my dad's generation, the baby boomers and stuff, are still like, work hard, do this, blah, 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 keep
Right.
pushing. And if you came to them with problems of depression and stuff, back then they didn't
Yeah,
treat
it's a
mental
no-go.
illnesses and stuff.
Right.
Like that wasn't like real thing to them.
You're
It's
just
just you're
weak.
just sad. Just fix
Get
it. Stop being a
yeah,
pansy.
You're depressed, so is everybody else. Fuck
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I
get
still go
over
to
it.
job. I still go to
Yeah.
work 40 hours a week and like whatever. So like,
You think I love
that is part of
myself?
it. Yeah. Why do you think I drink every fucking night and yell at your mom? Like, Jesus Christ.
No, but you're right. Like I had an electrician come to the house the other day, and he was looking for. He had misplaced his drill or something. He's like, "Hey, you got a drill on hand, real quick?" And I gave him the drill from my
The
wife's
one-
set because I don't have my own set, and it's pink. And he didn't even want to touch it.
Really?
Are
He
you
didn't
serious?
even want to touch it. Yeah, he looked out the window to see if anybody was around to see him using a pink drill. It was that serious. For him.
Whoa.
See, and that's
And he
still
wasn't
around.
that old.
No, that's still around, and I think that's a lot of like the country is still like that.
Yep.
So until they start treating
That's
mental illness
amazing
and
that
stuff,
she has a pink drill, though. I'm just going
Yeah.
that is pretty cool.
To be fair, it's not as powerful as like a regular drill.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
of course
Like,
not.
as a,
Legit,
as
it's
a
really
man's
not.
drill, is that what you're saying?
But it is very useful, and I'm thankful she has it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it.
I get that. I some people are just still like that. I don't know.
So I think, of course, sexuality has a big part to play in the stereotypes. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
women still, I don't think they would want a weak man. Like, maybe not a
For the most part, I don't
stereotypical
think so.
strong man, but you don't. Like, it's hard. Sometimes you come out to not come out.
Yes, you come
Back
out
to
as a
fuckboys
man.
again.
As a man, sometimes you come out.
Yeah, you like, you express yourself and you express your feelings and stuff, and
Right.
some women are ruthless and you get crushed for it. But
Yeah.
it works on both sides.
And there's still that thing, like, I've had friends that, like, I'm a shy person, but I had friends that were, like, super shy and, like, wouldn't even talk to girls and stuff. And I wonder, like, people who, like, are like that and can't go up to ask a girl out or, like, just talk to another girl and stuff, like, does that build up in them for so long that it, like, ends up messing with them,
Right.
like,
Oh,
causes more problems
yeah,
and stuff.
no,
Probably.
definitely.
Because you have no confidence and you can't get confidence because you're not going out and trying
Well,
to and like
yeah.
stuff. So it's like it's rough. So like I get that kind of stuff, because I think that's still kind of part of it too. And I think that girls do. I think there's certain things that girls look for. I think like some of it is like just somebody that can take care of them, whether it's financially or like like just being like there for them, like comforting them and stuff. Or like humor is like another thing that girls look for and stuff, which is
But again,
the only reason why I've had girlfriends. but it's definitely not my looks.
And being a pretty
so
man.
yeah, nah, it's definitely not my looks. But yeah, so I think that there's just a lot that plays into it, and maybe all that combined is why. But I think a lot of it is probably like an instinctual thing. There's got to be something in there that makes guys just a little bit more violent than the opposite
1,000
sex.
years or thousands
Yeah.
of years of tens of thousands
Of
I'm
war and like, yeah, of just like
yeah.
all that stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we're on a positive change.
It'll get there.
Yeah, it'll
eventually.
get there. It takes
I mean,
generations.
even the girls that are like, I want a manly man, were raised that way. I don't think
Right.
they
Right.
actually, like they think that because they were raised that way, not that they actually want that.
But everybody's different too. Like there
I don't
might
think
be
I've
somebody.
dated one manly man. Honestly, no.
Man, man,
That's
man,
never
man,
to me.
manly
Like
man.
a man, a man with a lot of muscles to me is a turnoff. Like I like to look at them, but that's not someone I want to date.
Yeah.
Because
or
they'll always be
married.
at
You
the
don't want to go to
gym.
bed with a pillow full of rocks.
Yeah, you want something flabby that you can lay on. That's
cuddle
soft like a
No, I want someone that I can relate with. I don't go to the gym and work out. So
right. And then that's another thing. It's like if you're like you go to the gym all the time. Like of course, like the girl like that would probably look for somebody
Right.
who's like a
and that's
bodybuilder.
different.
interests.
Right. And that's different in the times too, because back in the day, you just marry someone to take care of you, to take care of your kids, someone that can provide food and provide wealth.
Yeah.
But
Right.
that was a thing back in the day. But now it's not about that. It's about finding someone that you actually
you're
love,
compatible
that you're
with.
compatible
Because
with,
even
yeah.
back in the day, like a lot of those marriages were not happy marriages.
Yeah, no.
And they didn't get divorced because it was like taboo.
Right, they would
but they were
fuck
just
other
unhappy,
people. They would
unhappy
both
and
fuck
cheat.
other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheat on each other, cheat on the like with the secretary, come home,
Yeah.
Yep.
yell at your wife, sleep in separate beds.
The greatest generation.
Yeah, but apparently like that's fine for them. I'm just like, all right,
Different
No.
strokes for different folks.
folks. Yeah, that's how it ends. Yeah,
Blokes.
blokes. Yeah, that's it, the Australian version.
Different strokes for different blokes, mate.
I don't know. I don't even know how you celebrate this day.
So I read check on the men in your life, see how they're doing, see if they're happy.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
How's it going?
Hey, Dad, how
How's
are
it going?
you? Are you happy to be a man?
Dad, are you,
You can
having any
donate-
problems? Or you feel depressed right now? Do you want to talk to me?
You can donate
That'd be
to a
weird.
men's charity. There are charities dedicated to helping men live better lives. The Gay Men's Health Crisis helps to reduce the spread of HIV and AIDS and to help those who are afflicted with HIV to improve their health and independence. The Sean Kimmerling Testicular Cancer Foundation helps to raise an awareness of testicular cancer and the highlight and importance of self-examination. And the Mankind Initiative is dedicated to helping men escape and recover from domestic violence and abuse. Because men are abused too.
Yeah,
As you know, Robert.
I fucking know. Okay, I know. Jesus Christ.
God,
I like that self-examination part. That sounds fun.
What?
The self-examination.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
fun.
for sure.
play with your balls.
Yeah. I do that every night just for the testicular cancer stuff.
Health reasons.
Although my biology professor a while
Tickled your
back
balls?
tested my balls, and we're going out Saturday night. No, she said that every guy will get prostate cancer at some point. Like they'll always
What?
have it inside that. You might die from other stuff, but if you live long enough as a man, you're going to get prostate
If
cancer.
you live forever.
But if you live
you're gonna
forever,
die
you're
of
going to die from
anything. Yeah,
something.
something, yeah.
She
That's
says
wild.
that they've always found like cases of it like developing in everybody, like every man like gets
Mm-hmm.
prostate cancer and stuff. That's why it's like important to check it. That's why they check guys after the age of 50. You go get a colonoscopy and
Or
get
for
a tube
fun.
up your ass. Yeah. Hey, I've had it done. It was cool.
I have not yet.
The 24 hours of drinking just Jello and water wasn't the best,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
I had to do it because I was eating too many almonds. What
They'll
a
always
problem.
get
I'm not going to stop
Too
it.
many almonds.
Love my almond joys. You're not going to take those away from me.
You can also read a book or watch a movie about a man whose life and work is still making an impact on the world today. There's a Black American Experience. The Black American Experience tells the story of Dr. Daniel Hale Williams, the second man in history and the first black man to perform a successful open heart surgery. The Imitation Game is a moving and dramatic portrait of Alan Turing, the man who invented modern computing and helped end World War II.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
So, yeah, you could donate, read books, watch movies,
So-
and check in with the men in your life.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch Glengarry Glen Ross because that's an all male cast in a movie.
That's
you know what I
fine.
mean?
no
you
idea
do you.
what
You do you.
Glengarry Glen Ross. It's a solid movie, and you know what? None of those pesky women to get involved. You know what? None of their
Jesus.
drama.
Yeah,
I want a movie with
feelings.
just all this stuff.
No, so when this came back to me when you said that this was a real day, I may or may not have been affiliated with a company that celebrated this day when
Really?
I was
Whoa.
they sent me to Europe to
Europe.
to look at their offices and see how they work and
To
stuff.
see how European men compared with American men.
To look at their offices, see what we can
Okay.
bring over to our offices and things like that. And
Oh, a stapler.
and this lady came up to me and she's like, "Hey, do you want to take a ride at the simulator?" And I was like, "What?" I know it sounds
This
weird,
whole
right?
story is fucking weird, man.
know.
You went
I'm
to
like,
Europe
what?
to look at their offices
Is this
and you
real?
rode a
No,
simulator.
this is real. So she's like, I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, there's a racing simulator." It's like, okay, yeah, I'm on the clock. I'll go do a racing simulator.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Why is this here? And they said they were celebrating Men's Day, so they brought in a racing simulator for the day.
Whoa.
Which is pretty
For
cool.
the men's.
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Because women can't drive.
That's true. That's true.
Whoa.
Their racing
Whoa.
simulator would just be them like pulling into like the parking lot of like a Target.
for directions.
Yeah, Target asking for directions. We don't need directions.
Again, all
We're
in
men.
jest. All in jest. I love you, babe. You're my muse.
No, I
That
think
was a real
that's-
story, though.
It sounds real.
It actually happened a year ago
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
on Men's Day of
On
2019.
Men's
Wow.
Day. Men's Day 2019. Good thing you got there when you did, because COVID hit not long after.
Not long after at all. Like a month and a half after.
Damn.
So I can tell you why this day exists.
Oh.
Oh, please do, Amber Simpson.
It's a story. In 1968, an American journalist named John P. Harris wrote an editorial highlighting the lack of balance in the Soviet system, which promoted an International Women's Day for female workers but failed to deliver a male counterpart. Harris stated that though he agreed there should be a day to celebrate women, the day served as flaw within the communist system. And then in the early 1990s, Thomas Oster, the director of the Missouri Center for Men's Studies, invited organizations in the U.S., Australia, and Malta to hold small International Men's Day events during the month of February. Oster successfully hosted these events for 2 years, but in 1995, his attempt was poorly attended. Discouraged, he ceased plans to continue the function, and Australia followed suit, making Malta the sole country to continue celebrating. But then in 1999, Trinidad and Tobago, the day was revived by Jerome T. Luxing. Cannot say this guy's last name. From the University of West Indies. He realized that even though there was a day for fathers, there was no day to celebrate men who didn't have kids or who were young boys and teenagers. He understood the importance of positive male role models, as his father had been an excellent example for him, and chose to celebrate International Men's Day on November 19th, the day of his father's birthday, as well as the day a local soccer team had united his country with the endeavors to qualify for the World Cup. So it was this guy, T. Luxing,
Luxing.
It is a real winner.
who revived International Men's Day and served to promote positive aspects of male identity based on the premise that men respond more constructively to positive role models than to negative gender stereotyping.
I think that's everybody, though. I don't
Yeah.
stereotyping in general, whether it's racial stereotyping or gender stereotyping, like any of that stuff. Because like I have friends who are female who don't want kids, and they say like it bothers them that so many people like ask them, when are you having a kid? It's
Yeah,
just like,
I'm
I
one
don't
of those
want
people.
kids. Yeah, it's like, but that's what I'm saying. It's like one of those things where it's like, just because you're a woman, you don't have to have kids.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah, the idea that people respond better to positive role models than negative stereotypes is not exactly groundbreaking.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
kind of like.
I guess it needed to be said. I don't know.
Pretty much. I don't know. Yeah.
There's nothing for men in bars. You have ladies' night, and then you have
That's
men's
true.
night, which is clearly not for you and I.
No.
There's nothing for us,
Yeah,
so we just drink at home.
We need a
alone.
men's
A
night.
straight men's night.
I just want to go out and dance, Nick. Like, we just need a day. Like, we just get the guys
I
together and we
mean,
go
you
out there
can
and
go to a
dance.
gay bar and have a great time.
And probably drink for
free. For
yeah,
free.
for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll do a little
I'll
flirting.
drink to that.
you don't even need to flirt.
I
No,
just- that's true.
you just need to be yourself. Cause,
So
Wear some tight
our
jeans.
our friend that we used to work with, Mike Lenhart.
yeah,
I'm gonna say his whole name. Who cares? He one time
he
I remember
lives at.
he lives at this address. No, he. I remember one time we were working together, and he told me like we brought up this thing where it was just like we were talking about like how women had ladies' nights and all that stuff. He's like, you know what's weird is like I was hanging out with my like guy friends. Like I guess they all went out to dinner with like their wives or girlfriends or whatever, but then they like kind of split up and the girls went and did something. He's like, and my guy friends were like, you want to just hang out downtown and go to some bars and stuff, so they did that. He said, but while we were doing that, he's like, we went to this like club area and they were playing music. He's like, and I don't know what it was, but we just looked at each other and we're like, let's just go dance. And we just went out there. He's like, we didn't ask anybody to dance with us. He's like, and it just
man.
felt good. Like we just went out there and we
That's
just danced.
awesome.
And I'm like,
for Leonard.
all right.
I don't even know what that
He's
looks
a-
like to just
To
dance.
just dance.
Just
I was
dance.
Like, all right.
He's another one that I thought was gay, but now he's married and stuff. I think he's married. Is he married?
It's just because, like, any guy who shows any inkling of an emotion,
Right.
it's like,
Right,
he's
yeah, no,
gotta
you're
be a
right.
homosexual.
Yeah, if you're nice,
Yeah.
you are gay.
if you're nice, or what was it?
If you treat
Or
women
you like
with
to
respect
dance or sing?
who was
you're
it?
gay.
Jerry Seinfeld. He's like, I'm thin, I'm single, and I'm neat. It's like, that's why people
Therefore,
think I'm
I'm
gay.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
I don't know.
Anyway, we've talked about how we should celebrate.
Yep.
Do you guys get a cake for today?
I
gonna
think we should get a cake.
Men
I don't
only
know about
cake
you.
day.
Honestly, and I don't take this the wrong way, Amber Simpson, but honestly, I think you should go get us a cake.
Okay.
I feel like men would prefer a pie for this day.
What?
We do like pie.
I feel
I
like,
like
men
pie.
like pie more than women. I don't know.
Honestly,
Maybe that's just my dad.
Of all,
He loves pie.
Dude, no, my dad loves pie too, and he loves
I think that's the thing.
French silk pie, which is like
Oh,
weird.
my dad
That
likes
is
fruit
weird.
No, my
pies.
dad loves fruit pies too. I remember he brought like a peach pie. Like
oh,
he
my
just
dad would go
Yeah.
bonkers for a peach pie.
I forgot. Like your dad, you said your dad would probably be on this podcast, right?
Oh, he would love to be.
We'll have to
You
get your dad
anything-
on
yeah.
this.
Let's get your
Yeah.
dad on this
I work
podcast.
with his dad at Derby. so-
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that'd be funny. We should have had him on for. Oh, that's right, because peach ice cream.
Peach
you
ice
said he
cream
really
day,
liked.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had peach ice cream day.
Loves
Nice.
peach.
Dang. Yeah, peach pie. I love all those fruit
What a
pies and
peach.
stuff. What a
My
peach.
dad- my dad's a real peach.
Real peach. But yeah, I think we
some
definitely
kind of-
celebrate.
some kind of pastry.
Yeah,
Some kind of pastry.
yeah.
A
Amber
Danish-
Simpson, can you make us one, please?
Sure, totally.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Gotcha.
That was me being all
Thanks.
masculine. Thanks.
Thank you.
Please, we're really hungry.
Thanks, bye. I really want some sweets.
It's Men's Day, just this one time, please.
Well, you know what, guys? Happy Men's Day.
We
I appreciate
it.
Thank you,
you
Amber
and
Simpson.
everything you do.
Honestly, when we get to Women's Day, Nick will come back.
Oh, I would love to.
And we'll celebrate
Yes.
Women's Day. But we'll get a
would
woman
be
guest
honored.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe
Yeah.
your wife.
Yeah, there
She's
you
not very talkative.
That's okay.
All right.
As long as
It's
I
just-
have
it's just a
some more
comfort.
Some-
female presence.
She's feisty though. She'll give
Yeah.
you support.
Yeah,
That's
love it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
We're
guys.
gonna go celebrate. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll
Nom,
see you
nom, nom,
guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.